Well, welcome to your wellness break for day 2. Thank you for tuning in. We are at our beautiful yoga studio here in Cornerbrook, Western Newfoundland with Live, Breathe, Growth Yoga School. My name is Jana Fenske, and today I have Melissa joining me in the studio, and the two of us going to give you a few ideas of how to strengthen, how to breathe, posture-wise, I guess, how to stay connected with yourself and maybe have a few activities that help you enjoy your day a little bit more. Of course, always tune in with yourself if there's a little bit of unwellness today or you have a few issues, which we all have from day to day, but every morning just checking in with yourself. And any exercise we're doing here today that may not feel right for you, just skip it, just come into a neutral seated position and focus on your breath, and then join us with another exercise that calls you. And if you want to give it a try and you notice something is not right, coming back out of the pose and trying it again always helps. So it's like the computer, reboot yourself, check in and reboot. It's all good. All right, so we have Melissa set up with blocks. If you don't have blocks at home, I'm sure you have a few books. So just making sure that you are feeling grounded. If your chair is a little bit higher, you want your feet to be grounded nicely on the floor or the mat. You want a nice 90-degree angle between your foot and your lower leg, and then a 90-degree angle at your knee, and then another 90-degree angle at your hips. So once you get that alignment, you're ready to start to relax, to strengthen, to stretch, to breathe. Well done. So at your own time, we're going to focus back on the breath, just like we did yesterday. So in order to start, for me to start a session, I like to exhale through my mouth the first few times. It really releases a lot of packages that will not serve you or serve me for the next few moments. So why don't we do that for a while? Just a few breaths. Through the nose in, very important to warm up your breath, and then exhaling through the mouth if that feels comfortable. Nice and loud, sigh it all out, and then coming back to an in and exhale through the nose. All right, so I'm going to give you a few moments to fill yourself up. If it feels good to close your eyes, feel free to do so. I can give you a cue when to open them up again when we demonstrate the next pose. So while you're breathing, you can also check in with yourself. So we usually say hip distance apart, those knees, which is about 2 fists, something like that, 1 to 2 fists. So we don't want to have it too far open because then the alignment with the hip is a little bit off. Check in again. And then as you exhale and inhale, bring awareness to your feet. And bring awareness to, are you leaning forward into the toes? Are you more heavy on the heels? Are you more on the inside or the outside? So just bring awareness and see if you can balance out between those 4 sides. Let's bring those toes of yours up. See if you can lift the toes, stretch them, and then another good exercise that I have not mastered yet either is to bring one toe at a time down on the ground again, nice and slow. Lovely challenge for patience more than anything else. Yesterday we spoke about the belly breath a little bit, so breathing right deep into the belly, feeling like it's extending, and then extending that into the rib cage and into the chest. So if you feel like comfortable in the seat, just inhale into the belly. See how that works. And you can inhale into the belly only if that feels good, of inhaling, extending, exhaling, gently bringing that belly back in. Whatever feels good. As long as you breathe nice and fully. You have lots of joints in our body that, especially in the morning, likes to be warmed up, even if we've been seated all day, or if you've been on the go all day. There's lots of different joints, but we're going to concentrate on the neck, on the shoulders, on the hips, on the knees, and on the ankles. Today, just a little walk through. If you want to take one thing away from today, is walk through your body from the head to the toes, or from the toes to the head, and anything that can move side to side or back and forth is a joint that you want to warm up first. So I like to start at the head. So we're gonna start with the neck, and we're just gonna exhale our chin nicely down towards the chest. It doesn't have to rest on the chest. Just a nice stretch to the back of your neck. Let your head be nice and heavy if that feels good. Your head is very heavy, so feel that tug on the shoulders and the back, wherever it's comfortable. If that's comfortable, then gently move your chin from one side of your shoulders to the other. So a little half circle around your chest. Checking in with how that feels on top of your shoulders and in your neck. Only go to the extent comfortable. And then meet me right down, looking to the floor. Inhale to a neutral neck again. Now, checking in where your screen usually is. I know a few people that have their TV further up, so they're sitting like this all the time. So make sure that when you look up, also I have a few friends that are much shorter than me, and they always look up. So having that chin to chest gives you a lovely stretch. And if you are somebody that feels like you're looking constantly down, feel free to bring that chin up to the ceiling and stretch that vocal center. Leave your shoulders down, so relax. And then just coming back to neutral. So it's a little bit of an awkward, I guess, stretch, because we don't look all the way up unless you're a stargazer in the summer. But just make sure whatever feels good around that neck, shoulder area is what you want to warm up and what you're going to go for. All right, shoulders, let's move them up, back and down. A little rotation here. Melissa, you're going to continue with that rotation. I'm just going to do a few left, right, and center. Up to the ears and back down if that feels good. Or if you want to rotate one at a time, up, back. That's all good. Wonderful. All right. Come back and just do a few shrugs together. So bringing them up together to your ears, and then let go, let them drop. One more time, bring them up. I don't know what's going on. Exhale. Very good. One more time. Squeeze and then exhale. Wonderful. Now we're going to move on to the hips. So hips go in all kinds of directions, connected to the spine, and we're just going to start. See how it feels with a lovely little rotation. To the side, to the back. Yeah. See how that feels. If this is not so well for you, you can start rotating. I'm just going to from side to side. So just doing a little check in with the sides. See how the hips are going, and if the rotation is not good, side to side is good, maybe we go front and back. And then when you're in the back, rotate the other direction too. So if you're in one direction, we're going to rotate the other. So if you've done a lot of this, let's do a lot of this too. Very good. Yes. So this is just a nice little way of lubricating our joints in the hip area. Feel good? Feel warmed up? Excellent. We're going to do a little bit of a side stretch. So how about we're just going to sit nice and tall and then lifting that left arm. Wonderful. And then we're just going to go over and open up. Yes. Keep your sitting bones grounded. Both sitting bones are staying connected with your chair. And then from the hips down, lovely grounded. From the hips up, let's stretch that arm over, bringing space between your ribs. And those who love eating ribs, that's the meat you want to stretch. That's the one that you want to grow. Lovely. Inhale, exhale. Next inhale, coming back up. And bringing the hand down. And then just checking in, see, one side might feel a little bit looser, a little bit more stretched than the other, but we're just going to continue with the other side. So lifting the other hand up. Relax your shoulder, bringing that elbow in line with your ear. And then when you're ready, remember to ground from the hip down and just moving over to stretch. There you go. Hey, maybe we can touch. No worries. Excellent. Inhale, lovely. Love that inhale. Exhale. If you want to hold your breath and feel your belly, or just rest that other hand on your thigh. It's all good. Stretching that hand over. One more exhale. And then next inhale, coming back up. Beautiful breath there. Excellent. So that's a stretch with your hips. Now let's go to our knees. And what we're going to do is with the help of our hands, we're going to grab our leg. We're gently placing the hands underneath the leg, and then we're going to lift it. There you go. So you can stretch and flex that foot, so warming up that ankle. And then we also can warm up that knee, if that feels good, by letting it dangle back and forth. And then see how it feels rotating. And the other way. So check it all out. Any movement you can do, see how it feels today. And if it feels good, continue. And if it's not, just skip it. Awesome. Let's just stretch. See how it feels stretching. Did I wash my feet last night? Oh well. There you go. Lovely. Feeling that stretch to the top of the knee. One more time. Awesome. And then sitting it gently back down. So if you hadn't noticed, but this was also a little joint stretch right there. Knee and also your ankles. So let's do the other side. So again, helping yourself, bringing that knee and the foot off the ground. Resting your shoulders right here, nice and straight back. Feel that core of yours engaging as we stretch and flex that foot. Challenge here, maybe you can spread your toes. It's so hard. And then we're gonna rotate. Lots of space, other way around. As long as you can relax your shoulders, because there's nothing else we're doing other than focusing on our legs, right? Excellent. And then we're going to rotate the lower leg, warming up that knee, right? If that feels good, both ways. It was a little workout too, isn't it? So if you need a rest, go for it. And then join us again as we stretch the leg Flex the foot. Oh, and bring it back down. See if you can do it 3 times. If today once or twice is enough, that feels good, then today once or twice is enough. And maybe by the end of the month, you want to do 5. You never know, right? Awesome. And then we gently bring it down. Now bringing some lovely care to our thighs. So just stretch them out. Just give yourself a little self-massage. We talked about pampering yourself yesterday. So important. So don't wait for somebody to give you that hug. You know, you have arms that can hug yourself and give you a good squeeze. And same with giving you a good massage on the legs. Shake them a little bit, and we're just going to gently move them from side to side. Excellent. Let's come on to your tiptoes. See how that feels, stretching our soles of the feet. Yeah. So my left foot is out, but my right one really bringing attention to it. You can do both at the same time if that feels good. I just injured my left one, so I'm not going to stretch that. Excellent. Yeah. Feeling the stretch in the front and on your soles of your feet. Lovely breathing. Very nice. Thanks for reminding me. Excellent. So whenever you're ready, shake it out. Ooh, you can feel it. Excellent. If you're somebody who's wearing high heels a lot, it would be good once in a while to actually do the opposite. So coming up on top of your toes, of your heels, I'm bringing the toes right towards your chin, guiding it towards you, feeling the stretch. While we do that with the feet, we can do the same thing with the arms. So why don't we do a little bit more just for time? We're going to crunch our fingers a little bit, bringing spatial awareness between your fingers and bringing energy by squeezing and stretching. Awesome. Let's go back on top of our toes, stretching, and then we're going to do our little sensory exercise. Lots of option here to work with, different exercises you can find. But we're just going to stretch the hands out now. See how that feels. And then we're using one side and bringing those fingers back. So we're stretching the wrist. Relax your shoulders. Lovely. And then we just release our hands and release the legs. We're coming one more time on top of the heels, or digging into the heels, and we're doing the other side. So checking in with your other hand, nice and straight up front, and then we're just going to bring the fingers, guiding them towards you. Yeah, giving it a lovely stretch right down here. So if you're working on a computer a lot, this is a beautiful little stretch. Excellent. And we're going to release the feet. So just placing them nicely. Release your hand, shake them a little bit. And we're going to bring them underneath our armpits for a little opposite stretch. Now let's see who can reach that. Ooh, I can feel the stretch. Might look a little silly, and that's totally okay. You might be all by yourself in your room, so look as silly as you want. The importance is that you're going to feel that stretch. So one more nice breath. Exhale, and then release at the end of your exhale. Lovely. Ooh, that was good. That was good. Okay, so maybe we do a little bit core. We've already done a little bit of lifting, and you might have noticed that you're engaging your core. keeping that core engaged helps you to protect that lower back. And maybe this time you feel comfortable just releasing the hands, placing them on top, placing them behind you, waving, whatever you want to do. Just don't forget to engage that core and bring that knee in. Whew. So wherever that is, however, you can massage that thigh if that helps you to keep it up a little bit longer. If you need a little extra stretch, you can always stretch and bring it closer to yourself. So a little movement right here. Just don't forget to keep those abs working. And whenever you're ready, exhale right down. Oh, yes. I'm warm. That's good. That's what the exercise is for. Strengthening and energizing. So I can feel I'm working, and I hope you too, guys. So next leg, you can always feel free to lift it up with your hands. And then whenever you're ready, you can just let one go. If you're comfortable, let both go. If this is too much, feel free to keep your hands underneath. That's all good. If you want that exercise, breathing right through it. Get connected with your chest, with your core. Your lower back will thank you. And then if you're ready, you want to do a little stretch and bring the knee closer. Oh, I can feel it. And if you feel it, breathe through it. Don't just give up and take a break. Of course, you can do that anytime, but ask yourself why. Would you like to challenge yourself a little bit? And do it one more time. Awesome. And then exhale right down. Ooh, very nice. Give it a good shake. Excellent. All right. You know, we forgot. It's our water. Water is so important. I just wanted to put it in a way, and I thought, no, you know what? We wanted to remind you it's so important to drink lots of water, either before and between. Take your break anytime. Don't wait till you're thirsty, right? And drink lots. I just don't want to bother you with my lovely drinking right now, but yeah, drink lots of water to stay hydrated. Awesome. All right, we're going to just open up our legs a little bit. You can take the blocks to the side if that feels comfortable. And we're just going to do a little inner thigh stretch. And we're going to use our elbows, which we're going to place inside. But we're going to hinge at the hips first. So bring your hands to the inside. And we're just going to inhale them overhead first, and then coming back through center, hinging at the hips, coming forward, and then bringing space to your inner thighs. So if you just want to watch us first, feel free to do so. So inhale overhead. And then when you're ready, all of it is coming forward. You can come right down to the ground as that feels good, feeling the length in your spine. Thank you, Melissa. If you have your block there, connect with the block as long as you have something to place your hands onto. And then we're bringing those elbows to the inner thighs, connecting the hands together in prayer if that feels good. And then just hanging out here for a few breaths, feeling those inner thighs, those hips, connecting. Very good. One more nice inhale, nice long exhale. At the end of your exhale, release the hands right down. Bring the hands to the hips, and then using an inhale to come back up. Very, very nice. So this you can do a few times, lubricating the spine by moving up and down, just like a little sun salutation. But I also wanted to bring you a little exercise that helps you strengthening your upper arms. So if that's available to you, just tip to heel your feet a little bit closer. And I want you to bring your awareness to the knees and how they want to move together. Then we're going to place our arms ahead of us and we're going to squeeze outwards. Thank you. Now we're going to do this together. We're going to bring the hands on the inside of your thighs. And now we're going to squeeze the hands out and we're going to squeeze the knees together. And you can feel it, hey? So you can do who wins, your arms or your feet, as long as you breathe right through it and you enjoy it and you feel the top of your triceps of your arms. One more breath if that feels good. Or you can hang out here all day. That's all good. And then exhale, release. Now we can do the exact same movements, just the opposite way. So again, our legs in and out, our hands back and forth, and this time we're placing them on the outside of our knees or thighs. And then your hands are going to squeeze towards each other, and your knees are like, I want to go and go out. And you might feel that we're switching now our strength to the inner thigh, inner parts of our arms. So, while you're waiting for dinner, this is a really good exercise. Just in and out. Again, squeezing those knees together, and those knees just not gonna have it. One more nice inhale. And release with the exhale. Oh, that feels good. Now you're allowed to slouch on your chair. Slouching is okay. We just want to make sure we're not doing it all day long. So always be aware of where you sit, what you're doing, and what you could be doing all day long or in between. And so we hope that some of these exercises are inspiring, I guess, or strengthening. You don't have to do them all every day. Just choose one or two here and there, and then build your strength over time. Again, listen to how you feel, and work with what you get. And we're always really appreciative of how we feel, and knowing that there are days that are not so good, and knowing that there are days that are going to be much better. So working with that, we're going to close our session. So we're just sitting nice and relaxed. Being very thankful to have you watch us today. Getting strong and stretchy. So I hope you got strong and stretchy too today. Relax your shoulders one more time. Maybe bring that gaze gently ahead of you, downwards. Feeling the breath entering. Just being very thankful for a lovely few minutes of breathing, stretching, and more so, me time. If you feel good, you can place your hands on your heart, connecting with that heart, connecting with the heartbeat, with your center, or with the core. It's all good. And then with your next exhale, we thank from the bottom of our heart for you to join us today. And enjoy the rest of the conference. Namaste.